Greetings everyone, my name is Steele and welcome back to the final station. On our last adventure, as we headed out to the last accessible shelter in the area, our car ended up crashing off of the road. Now whether it was due to a blown out tire or a shot out tire, that remains unknown. Either way, Matthew didn't survive, and it ended up being really sad because I got an achievement that read Matthew's story, which means his story came to an abrupt end due to actions outside of my control. Now we are inside the same shelter that was mentioned at the very beginning of this DLC that was being built by the cult. And as we went through its halls in the very forefront of this whole facility, we saw people in cages. What they're doing with those people, we don't know. This could be some sort of internment camp, or they're just killing people outright and not having it be known to the world. Now, the kicker is, we got into this chamber due to the help of Arthur Vane. We were getting chased by a bunch of guards. We got outed as not being one of their own. And things are just getting stranger and stranger the deeper we go in. And I got a feeling something nefarious is afoot. My God, this is so cool. Look at this. Is there anyone alive? Oh, who do we have here? I didn't betray anyone. Can you hear me? This is for the greater good. From my office window. My city is no more because of your dirty business with that idiot. No resistance was a part of the deal. If your city wasn't fighting back, this is your style, Armand. Giving up without fighting back. There's no way back. We can only move forward. And I want us to go forward together. Interesting. So this must be a glimpse at a different time period, because this is Armand White, and I'm thinking this is Adam. It has to be. Either that or it could be Vermin. I'm not too sure. I don't quite know what Vermin looks like. Hey. Is there anyone alive here? Doesn't look it. I really hope it's empty here too. I really hope I don't get attacked by anything. I can't even pick up that toilet. I have no accessibility to any weapons. This is Arthur Vane. Who is he talking to? Yeah, this is a different time period, because look at the screen here in the back. Unless this is part of the facility. It does look out of place given the background. You're wasting my time. There's the door. Think again, blacksmith. Oh, this is the blacksmith. I can ensure your rebirth if you come with me. I imagine you promised the same to Vermin. They couldn't share power with Thornton. I didn't touch him. Sure. Get out. Huh. Can't you hear me? Hello? Nope, ain't no one can hear nobody. So, the blacksmith here, I think, is the man that made the crystals. And they help power the cities, I believe, or set up some sort of, defense mechanism or defense array or something. Either way, he had a hand in trying to help the denizens of the country fight back against the visitation. How am I going to get out of here? I'm not... See, look at this! Now it's a bright blue sky! The transition is fucked! Maybe I can find someone here. It's like we just went between dimensions, or like the time stream or something. This is where the story gets so confusing. But I love it. This is a night. How far back in time did I go? Can I take up a sword? I'm on a battlefield. What the hell, indeed? I was just about to say that. Coincidental timing, Jesus. This is too much. Yeah, you're telling me. Just when I thought I had it all figured out, this is getting thrown at me. Everyone's dead. Oh. Find what? Let them? Call the Archmages. What? The fortress has fallen. Faster. That's ominous. Huh, there's a dining hall. I wonder if this is some sort of medieval foreshadowing. And here we go again with the black background. This again. He agreed? Yes, I persuaded him a bit. Arthur, thank you for everything. You helped my father from the very beginning. And now you are helping us finish his job. I honestly, missed the entire first part of their conversation because I was rambling at them about the damn castle. Everything I said overlapped theirs. I didn't catch what they were saying. I don't know who that was. Whose father did he actually help? Who was his father that Arthur supposedly helped? Feels like I'm walking... I don't know what. The dialogue goes by way too quick. Doesn't give me time to read it and acknowledge it. Ooh, don't want to go up, I want to go down. Let's go this way. That is a dead end. Okay, heading on down. I look at the shirt color changes as I move. It's black, and now it's, an off black. A faded black. Like it's been sun bleached or something. Locked? How do I unlock it? Is there a key somewhere? Well, 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 finally. Hey, you! What's happening here? You were looking for the shelter. So what? I can get you there. But what? The ticket there comes at a high cost. I don't have any money if that's what you're talking about. The price is much higher. A human life. Do you want me to murder someone? You killed people before. What's the matter? I killed to survive. I was going to say it's in self-defense. This is exactly what I am offering. You can't come back without my help. But why me? Why can't you murder someone? My overseers will not let me. Overseers? I don't like that he closed the door. I don't have time to talk. You either agree or I am leaving. But how? All right. Good. Do not hurry. Pick the right moment. It won't be easy to catch him off guard. But who is he? Who am I supposed to kill? The man that will walk through this door. What the fuck? It's a train conductor! Hey, are you okay? Oh, God. I'm taking this train to the L Lab shelter. We still have some open seats. Want to join us? That's it? That's how it ends? You can't do that to me! I want more! I want answers! What the fuck is that? Oh my god. Now here's the thing that's throwing me for a loop right now, and for that whole moment. I don't remember coming across him in the main game. Oh man, that is so crazy. Arthur Vane has the ability to just whisk his way in and out of timelines, I guess. Because I'm pretty sure from the whole beginning of the DLC, we're a day behind the train conductor. And at that very moment, I'm pretty sure Arthur did something to where our paths now sync up. And we just happen to be at the right place at the right time. Or at least the same place at the same time. Oh, man. But here's the thing, though. How does Peter kill him? Because at the end of the main game, I end up succumbing to the virus. Or whatever the hell it is that turns people into the black monsters. And Arthur didn't give me anything to use against him. He just said, you have to pick the right moment to kill this man. And don't hurry with finishing the job. I wonder what was in that locker, too. Did I miss a path somewhere? I'm trying to retrace my steps going through the facility. I think I may have missed an upper level. I think there was a way to go to an upper level before meeting the recruiter, and he outed me and I had to run away from everybody. Oh man, that sucks. Because there were two guards that talked about a key as well, and I never came across it. So I wonder if that key is what opened up the locker, but what the hell could have been inside it? And what significance would it have held in that situation right there? That is insane. So if anyone has any idea as to what the hell is going on, please inform me in the comments down below, because I am fascinated by the story. And I seriously thought I had everything figured out, and I think towards the end of episode 3, when I was piecing together certain things once I came across, I think, Vermin, not Vermin's body, because that happened in the last episode. It was the notes that described him being outed by the council and then having him thrown in jail. I thought I had everything figured out, but again, because time travel is now a thing in this game, that throws everything out of whack. But how do I kill the train conductor? That's the one thing I can't figure out. I'll have to look back through my old videos of the first time I went through the main game and see exactly when I found Peter and brought him on the train. Because the only way I'm thinking he could have killed me was that he was given a syringe filled with the substance to turn me into one of these things. Because how else would I have suffered once I met Arthur in my house? Because that's how the game ends. You go back to your house. You go back to where you live, and he's sitting there in your living room. And his final words are, "Don't worry, I'll look after her for you." Which is him talking about the conductor's daughter. And just like that, you turn into a black creature and Arthur shoots your head off, and you die. There's no other way I can think of Peter killing him. But I don't understand the motive. Peter doesn't have a motive to want to kill him other than just being told by Arthur to do it. I have so many more questions than I do answers. And it just kept piling on more and more towards the end of this. That's insane. I don't know whether to consider the story of this game to be a complete jerk around or if it's just brilliantly written. Because it's making me want more. And that's how you know a story is well written, if you're just yearning for more and more answers, just to get some semblance of clarity as to what the hell is going on. I'm at a loss for words. Like, right now, I'm just trying to put the pieces together in my head. And so far, I'm just coming up with nothing. Because so far, let me recap here. I'm going to repeat what I said at the end of episode 3. Vermin White created the council for the greater good of the communities, for the country. The whole intention was for them to commission the Guardian and commission the first wall around Metropole to help defend against the first visitation. There ended up being a mutiny of sorts, which is the only way I can think of how he got outed from the council. He got thrown in jail, more specifically thrown into a secret part of this jail to where no one would know he was even there. He was left there to die, and then I think either Armand White took over or Adam took over for him, and Arthur got to him. Because right there, I did pick up some of the conversation where whoever Arthur was talking to, he said he managed to convince Adam to side with them or work with them and help pull their plans to fruition. Now, in the main game, we activate the core of the Guardian, and I think we were transporting a crystal, I think was meant to power the Guardian. But removing the crystal from Ristol, there's the rhyme again, that ended up making that city defenseless. So when the visitors came, the whole city was razed. They had no means of defending themselves because we transported it from there to Metropole to put it in the Guardian. Something happened where the Guardian either wasn't completed or it was completely screwed around with, and when it was activated, it basically deactivated itself. It became debunked, and it malfunctioned. Now, the wall was never finished, so the visitors could just go right into Metropole and clean house however they see fit. But again, what the hell is up with Arthur? Because there are people with white eyes in the world, and I'm speculating it's because people are being assimilated properly. There are some, I think it has to do with their DNA structure. I'm thinking that their DNA has to coincide or coexist with the virus and adapt properly for them to be reborn. Because that's what Arthur mentioned. He offered the blacksmith a rebirth. So I'm thinking that's what the whole event of them capturing people was to inject them with the virus. I don't even know if it's a virus. That's what I just keep calling it for lack of description. But they go in and grab all these survivors, rally them to this mountain shelter, inject them, and then those that are assimilated properly are now placed amongst the ranks of the higher living, as it were, and are free to live however they want, even though now they're just kind of like, I want to say they're kind of like a hive almost. Like they're not free, they don't have free will, they can't think for themselves, but they do have the notion to just live the rest of their lives for as long as they can. But what the hell does time travel have to do with this? How is time travel even implemented in this whole thing? Who created the means? Is it a power of the visitors? Is there a device that enables someone to skip between timelines, to alter timelines? Again, like I mentioned before, once you introduce that aspect to any and every story, it screws up the flow of everything. Continuity is thrown out the window. And that's where I'm kind of losing my mind here, because it's like, what does Arthur have to do with all this? What is his role in this entire situation where he clearly is siding with the visitors? He somehow had contact with the visitors, so the visitors aren't just mindless abominations roaming through the cities and tearing apart civilizations. They have to have a high level of intellect, especially if they're gonna bring a human into their ranks, or at the very least have a truce with one of them and have him be like, yes, if you allow me to have access to your technology or whatever it is that you use to assimilate masses of people that you come across, I can turn this entire world in your favor. We never see any of the visitors. The only evidence we ever have of them is, again, the destroyed buildings, that giant slash going through the main station at Ristol, I believe, and the black goopy monsters. Those are the results of the visitors. It makes no sense the more and more you think about it. It's like, just when you think the whole puzzle is coming together, nope, there's a corner piece that is trying to be shoved into the middle of the whole thing, and you're missing edges. It's just, the cat ate them, and you don't know what the hell to do with them. Your kid took them and flushed them down the toilet. You're missing pieces of the puzzle, and there's no way to get them back. It's just absolutely insane, and I think I'm going crazy trying to comprehend any valuable information from what I have right now. Oh, man, this is crazy. You know what? I'm pretty much done. I'm pretty much done with this. It's the end of the DLC. That's the end of the final station. Hopefully they come up with something else. I'd like to have this story continue. It can't just end like that. Because, again, I hated the way the main story ended with the conductor just dying like that after everything we've been through from start to finish. We went through absolute hell just to get back to our daughter. We were being manipulated the entire way, taking odd jobs outside of our jurisdiction, and going to all these different places, transporting the crystal from Bristol to Metropole, to bringing a nuclear device to another city that they set off to help try to subdue the infection. And then we're picking up all these survivors along the way. And then we just end up dying. And now at the end of this, we end up meeting the conductor before that happens. And we find out we're tasked with killing him for absolutely no reason other than the fact that Arthur wants him dead. Like, what the hell? Continue this, please. I want answers. Alright, I'm just rambling on more and more at this point just to try to fill in time. I'm not going to make this go for a full 30 minutes. I think I kind of discussed this more than enough. So again, if anybody has any answers as to what the hell is going on, if you have a better idea as to what the events of this story are, how they all sync up together, and how the endings of both of these make any sense, please let me know in the comments down below. I definitely want to have a discussion about this, because even though it's been a year since I played the main game and I'm now picking it up with DLC and finishing it here, I'm fascinated with the story. This game is amazing. It's simplistic in its art style, but the writing for the story is absolutely bonkers. You're just a guy going through these areas, fighting for your life, and you're just getting snippets of story through dialogue here and there. And it's either by people that you come across or computers and post-its that you find in the world. It's amazing how such simplistic writing like that grabs you so quickly and so intensively. I love it. I absolutely love it. All right, that's enough out of me. I'm going to pause it right here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then thrush your butts upon that like button. Keep playing it awesome, and I will see you all on my next adventure.